Yankees have anything really to be ashamed of with this season?
Well, I certainly feel that way also, Bill. We played awfully well. We made a run at Toronto a few times this year. We just fell a little bit short, but anytime you win 95-plus ball games like we have, and in our independent race till the last weekend of the season, you certainly had a good season.
Can this team go into next year with the identical personnel they have this year?
Well, it's hard for any team to stay pat. You can see what happened to Detroit. Last year they won this division very handedly, and they stayed basically about the same with a minor change here and there, and all of a sudden this year they might finish fourth or fifth or third, wherever they might end up. But no, our ball club probably needs some changes in the front office, and the coaches and our owner, Mr. Steinbrenner, and the manager, Billy, get together and hopefully improve the ball club somewhat over the winter.
Let's talk about the areas where there could be some improvement. Obviously, you're getting a lot of offense. You've got a first baseman who might be the most valuable player. He'll be around for quite a while. You've got a right fielder who really had an excellent year, just overshadowed by Mattingly's year. In what area would you think there could be some improvement?
Well, this is just my opinion. Not speaking for anybody else. We need a little starting pitching. I think everybody knows that. And we also need a little more right-hand punch. Towards the end of the year, it became a little more difficult for us to sustain an offense against left-hand pitching, and those are a couple areas that we can improve on. But basically, we have a very sound ball club here. We have some youth. We have some very good veteran players, and we have a combination of speed, power, average hitting. Our bullpen has really solidified itself the second half of this year, and it looks great to me. We can improve ourselves slightly over the winter. We're certainly going to be right in the thick of this thing next year.
A kid like Dan Pasqua has a quick bat. He can supply some power for you.
No question. Danny, I think, will be counted upon here next year to play on a more regular basis than he did this year, and he's going to get every opportunity. If he doesn't, if he can handle the task, I think you'll see him in the lineup very, very frequently next summer.
And we'll be looking forward to seeing Lou Piniella next year.
Well, we'll see, Bill. I hope so.
Lou Piniella, Yankee coach, and we'll be back with more after this message. Participating advertisers in New York Yankee baseball are your Toyota dealer and the unique 1985 Toyota van. It's a whole new movement changing the world of vans. Budweiser, for all you do, this Bud's for you. Your Tri-State Dodge dealers who invite you to test drive Poetry Motion, the 1985 Dodge Lancer, and by the New York Yankees. Well, this is it. This is the final game of the season. The Yankees run at the Toronto Blue Jays over with yesterday's loss here to Doyle Alexander and the Blue Jays. You see Don Mattingly up with the Yankee lineup, and Jimmy Williams, the third base coach of the Blue Jays, has Bobby Cox's lineup. The Yankees will have Ricky Henderson leading off and playing center field. Don Mattingly's at first base. Dave Winfield out in right. Don Baylor is a designated hitter. Andre Robertson at third. The second baseman, Willie Randolph, will hit sixth. Henry Cotto in left. Butch Weininger catching. And Bobby Meacham will play shortstop and bat ninth for the Yankees. For the Eastern Division champs, the Toronto Blue Jays, Damaso Garcia leads off and plays second base. Rick Leach plays left field this afternoon. He'll bat second. Batting third and playing right field, Lou Thornton. The first baseman, Cecil Fielder, will bat fourth. He'll be followed by the designated hitter, Jeff Burrows. Kelly Gruber will play third base and hit sixth. Ron Shepard playing center field, hitting seventh. Jeff Herron catching, batting eighth. And Manny Lee is the shortstop, and he will bat ninth. And, Scooter, those are not household names going up against Phil Niekro.
No, but a little bit of dramatics here. Billy Martin came up to shake each umpire's hand. And the umpires did put their arms around Billy, and it's good to see it, even if it only lasts through the winter. Little camaraderie. But anyway, you're talking about these
the Blue
kids
Jay
out
lineup.
of the Blue Jay lineup. Now, it could be good, and it could be bad for Niekro. A lot of them might never have seen a knuckleball.
Well, let's look at the Blue Jays defensively. We'll show you some of the kids we've been talking about. Cecil Fielder is the first baseman. Damaso Garcia, of course, he's a regular second baseman. Manny Lee at shortstop. And Kelly Gruber over third. The left fielder is Rick Leach. Normally, he's a first baseman. The center fielder, Ron Shepard. The right fielder, Lou Thornton. The catcher, Jeff Herron. And on the mound, making his fourth appearance, but his first major league start, left-hander John Cerruti. There's Cerruti. He's won none, lost one so far this year. Well, we mentioned it's over in the East. The Blue Jays have won 99 games. The Yankees have won 96. They're 3 back. Kansas City, the winners in the West. They have a 2-game bulge over the California Angels. Kansas City ended up with 91 wins. Of course, they're playing today. The Cardinals, the winner in the National League East. The Cardinals, as of now, the only team with 100 wins in the major leagues. They have 101. And the Dodgers have won it in the National League West. Of course, the Dodgers had clinched earlier. They were the first team to clinch. They've won 95 and lost 66 in the National League West. So it'll be Toronto and Kansas City, and they'll play here Tuesday. And, of course, the Cardinals and the Dodgers.
For the Yankees at first base, number
That'll be the matchup, and out of those 4 will come the 2 winners, and finally the world champion for 1985. Oh, Ricky Henderson approaching the plate for the Yankees, and here's a fellow who's had another championship series and the championship season. Here's the scooter, Phil Rizzuto.
Hi, William. Yeah, you know, it doesn't seem fair that both New York teams were knocked out of contention on the same day. That's quite a shock to the nervous system. A lot of New York fans, not only in New York City, but New Jersey and Connecticut, upstate. So, I hope they got over it in better shape than I got over it. I was not in the best of shape. All right, Ricky Henderson batting .316 takes the ball.
Well, a lot of the Yankees have set some individual highs this year, and they've had some excellent years. This fella has. Henderson leads the league with 80 stolen bases, also leads the league in runs scored.
How about he never hit this many home runs in a year, or did he?
No. I think his previous high was 19.
Uh-huh.
But he's not going to lead the league in home runs.
No. Just... And there's a strike. 2 balls and a strike to Ricky.
Not this year, at least.
Nope. Well, I tell you, the Yankee players, of course, you notice they got their regular lineup in there. And they want to win this for Phil Niekro. There's a foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I started to mention before, as Bill was given the lineup, the not household names that the Blue Jays have in their starting lineup today outside of Damaso Garcia. But they're young kids, and they want to make an impression, Bill, and that sometimes could bode not too well for the pitcher out there on the opposing team.
Well, Bobby Cox said in the paper today that he would like to see Niekro win his 300.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Foul back off the screen.
Of course, Cox managed Niekro down in Atlanta.
That's right, he did.
But I'm sure that the 9 people he has put out there against Niekro are going to do their best. There's Phil Niekro loosening up in the Yankee bullpen down the right field foul line.
All right, 2-2 on Ricky Henderson. 3-2. That was a big breaking curveball. Hard to believe that another year is over. Ripped to deep left field. Whoa, look at the wind hold that up. Son of a gun. That would have been long gone. Henderson stops and looks there. You know, Leach started back like he was going to have to go to the wall, Bill.
Well, we mentioned yesterday, we didn't mention it prior to this ball game. The wind is blowing the same way it blew yesterday, where it will help the left-handed hitters and will hurt right-handers. Without that wind, that ball might have been on the roof here.
Ooh, he really creamed that one. I thought it was gone. All right, here's Mattingly. Don hitting .320. 48 doubles, 3 triples, 34 homers, and a league-leading 144 runs batted in.
Oh, the key to yesterday's Toronto win, they simply out-hit the Yankees, but their left-handers took advantage of the wind blowing toward right field. Ernie Witt.
They started everything at 375-foot sign, and the wind did the rest.
Well, they hit a few pretty hard, too.
Yeah,
Witt
very hard, right.
And Mosby and Upshaw and Alexander kept the Yankee left-handed hitters from pulling the ball.
Boy, he had them hitting to center, left center, bouncing ball, foul. And by the way, they're right there, that same situation. Upshaw, who is not playing, they made a great play to stop what could have been a big Yankee rally. The Yankees had just scored a run on a base hit by Winfield, and then Upshaw made a sensational stop and throw to get Mattingly. It would have been a double. But better days are ahead. One out. And foul down the left field line. So those buttons that everybody was wearing up here, Bill White, proved very prophetic. I love New York, they said, with a heart in second place. And that's exactly what happened. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Can't quite see that sign way out in left. 330 sign, something about Subway Series. That's got to be a joke. Bouncing ball. Oh, what a break from Mattingly. Hit the seam and bounced over the head of fielder. Yeah, a day late and $1 short. But at that seam yesterday, who knows?
Number 31.
Here it is again. There's a seam going from the dirt to the artificial surface. And Mattingly will hit it here and gets over a fielder's head. He reacted quite slowly to that ball getting up. And it's a base hit, a bad hop base hit for Mattingly.
All right, here's Winfield. Dave batting .277. 34 doubles, 6 triples, 26 homers, and 114 runs batted in. And it gets away from Heron, and didn't look like that ball hit the ground. We could not see from here. And looks like it might be a pass ball, but we'll wait and see. It did sound like it might have hit off his shin guard. Let's see. Nope. Oh, we see now they didn't look at that carefully. It hit his glove and not the ground. And you see Winfield wave Mattingly to second. They have charged Cerruti with a wild pitch, but that was not the correct call. Right 1-on-1. He took a little off that one. Right back to the pitcher. He holds Mattingly and throws him out. It looks like left-handed Doyle Alexander out there.
The designated hitter, number 25.
Moving the ball around, mixing up his pitches, the speed. Two men are out. And Don Baylor, the batter. Baylor hitting .233 with 24 doubles, a triple, 23 homers, and 91 runs batted in. Ball 1.
That sign says canceled.
Oh, that's what it is.
Subway Series.
Thank you, thank you. I knew they wouldn't be putting that up. Even New York fans wouldn't be.
Says the Jays and the Cards win this year.
Listen, you know, they talk about conflicts of interest, right?
Yeah.
So how come it wasn't a conflict of interest, Alexander beating the Yankees yesterday? I read in the paper this morning that the Yankees are paying his salary.
Oh, I'm not sure that they might owe him some deferred money.
Well, that's what the paper said.
Well, don't believe the papers.
Don't believe the papers.
No.
Okay. Sounded very unusual.
I don't think, you know, I think in baseball now when you're traded, you must deposit that amount of money to the team that you trade the player to.
Oh.
And, for instance, deferred payments.
Yeah.
And then it becomes that team's obligation.
To to
take care of the deferred payment.
Oh, okay.
The other thing that they mentioned today was that Al Oliver has been voted a half share of the Dodger money. Now that can't happen once they start playing each other in the series.
It can't?
No. Oliver will have to just get whatever the Blue Jays get.
No kidding.
Yep. Can't get money from the Dodgers and the Blue Jays should they both win. Now that would be a conflict of interest.
Very unusual, White. I don't know whether I agree with you 100%.
No, you cannot. Oliver cannot. In case
from both
Toronto and the Dodgers win.
Yeah, getting the World Series.
Right. Oliver will only get whatever the Blue Jays win.
I would protest.
You'd lose.
Just like that?
Yeah.
He played...
Wait a minute. Now, you're talking about a conflict of interest.
Yes. That's a conflict of interest.
That is.
Okay. I'll look that up. I'll go back to...
well, you have to ask
where was
Dr.
I last
Bobby
night?
Brown.
What room was I in last
You're
night?
in the
with
barrister's room.
Barrister's room. That's where I'll find the book tonight. All right. Andre Robertson hits one up the middle. Oh, look at this. Goss and dropped by fielder. Mattingly held at third, or he would have scored. Garcia wanted to flip to second, but Manny Lee was not there. Boy, he made that play look easy, but then his delayed throw in the dirt.
This will probably be an E4 on Damaso Garcia here. The ball bounced up the middle. Garcia got to it cleanly and threw in the dirt. And it is an error on Damaso Garcia. Upshaw, of course, would have made this play. He's got softer hands than Cecil Fielder, who might be misnamed.
Yeah. All right, in the dirt and off the heel of the glove. So the bases are loaded now. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Bases are loaded.
Let's see, 1, 2.
You're right. They're all occupied. And Willie Randolph is the batter. Willie batting .276. Willie was very upset. Well, just about all the players were upset. You never think you're going to be out of it. And then when it actually happens, you're not ready. A slow bouncer, but it kicks foul. Ball almost hit Mattingly in fair territory. He would have been out. So they all go back. Mattingly, the third. Baylor the second. Robertson the first. Willie has a count of 0-2 on him. John Cerruti, youngster pitching for the Blue Jays. Hit him. That'll get a run in.
Willie's upset. He says, hey, son, this is the final game of the season. You're ahead 0-2.
And that's the least. That's why he couldn't get out of the way. You never expect.
Of course, with the bases loaded, you figure the kid isn't going to come in way in there.
No.
Oh, the run scores. The Yankees lead 1-0. Randolph got a painful run batted in.
And that he did. So Willie at first. Got Robertson at second. Baylor at third. Mattingly came in to score. There's Willie. And the batter now is Henry Cotto. Henry hitting .288. 1 double and 2 runs batted in. He's only been up 52 times. Took a little off. Strike one. One. Two balls and a strike. No action in the bullpen as yet. Well, actually, the youngsters pitched well enough to get out of this inning, Bill. The bad hop base hit by Mattingly and the error by Garcia.
Yep.
So all the runs will be unearned. 3-1.
Way to chuck him, Johnny. Way to chuck.
see what Cotto's going to do on this 3-1 pitch. Base hit to left field. That's going to score 2 runs. The throw to the plate. It's a dandy. And he's safe. 2 RBIs for Cotto on a good slide. It was a beautiful throw by Rick Leach from left field. But Cotto's single scores 2, and the Yankees lead 3-0.
Let's watch it again. Pitch is down. Fastball. Cotto drills it through the left side of the infield. Leach charges. And, of course, it's awfully hard to make a bad throw on this artificial surface.
Yep.
Here's Baylor scoring easily. Robertson coming on here. The catcher, Heron, does not block the plate properly.
Nope.
Robertson just takes his leg out from under him and scores, and the Yankees have a 3-0 lead.
He didn't drop that mask till late. He never did drop the mask. Look at. All right, here's Butch Weiniger. Butch, who got one of the dramatic hits, a home run with 2 out, and the top of the 9th to keep the Yankees' hopes alive day before yesterday. And it gets away, and that'll be a wild pitch. Runners advance. And the fans are getting a little upset. They want to see some action out in the bullpen.
Of course, Phil Niekro likes this. He's, remember, looking for his 300th win, and they've already staked him to a 3-0 lead. And the wind here at Exhibition Stadium is blowing the way Niekro likes it to blow, over his right shoulder toward right field.
All right, by the way, that's the second wild pitch of the inning charged to Cerruti. It puts Randolph at third and Cotto at second. And the count on Weiniger, 2 balls, no strikes. Strike 1, 2 Mike. Three him on. Another good crowd here tonight. It'll be the smallest crowd of the 3 games played here, but still with the pennant clinched. Very nice crowd. Foul back, 3-2.
This will be around 44, 43, 44.
Yeah, they
had 44 yesterday, 47 opening game of the series.
They have had an outstanding year. If they ever get that new ballpark, they really pack them in. Full count. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. That'll bring up Bobby Meacham, the 9th man to bat here in the top of the first inning.
Number 20, Bobby Meacham.
Bobby hitting .220, 16 doubles, 2 triples, a homer, and 47 runs batted in. And now finally, they got somebody going down to the bullpen. Bases loaded and 2 out. Strike 1.
Acker, a right-hander.
They probably had to take a poll and see who had the least champagne last night to find his way to the bullpen, get ready to pitch.
Most of the champagne ended up on the floor.
Yeah, it always does. Isn't that something? 1-on-1. They are great. If you've never been in one, you don't know what you're missing. You've been in one, you want to get in one every year. Bases loaded, 2 out. 3 runs in. And another wild pitch, but Randolph, it's not a wild pitch. Good block by the catcher. He saved a wild pitch. Oh, boy, that bounced way in front of the plate. Tell the kids. There's Mr. Acker out in the bullpen. Straight away center field. Ron Shepard makes the catch. The Yankees send 8 men to the plate, and in the middle of the first inning, 9 men rather. It's the Yankees 3, and the Blue Jays coming to bat.
I'm here for my appointment.
You'll have to leave your car.
A foreign car dealer may not be the easiest place to get a foreign car muffler, struts, or brakes. At Midas, you don't need an appointment, and Midas has over 1,400 locations. You'll have the work done at the right price, usually while you wait.
Mr. B, your foreign car dealer called. They have to order your muffler. It'll take a week, so why didn't you go to Midas?
Trust the Midas touch.
50. He's only been about 4 times with 1 hit. No extra base hits, no RBIs. And now Dave Winfield wants his sunglasses. Told you the sun was starting to pop out. Gene Monahan had to give them to him. There goes Big Dave.